Ever dreamed of escaping the city, trading the roar of traffic for birdsong? Yeah, me neither. But the Brannick family in The Watcher actually falls for that suburban siren song. They buy their dream home. A sprawling, beautiful, totally normal, wink-wink house in the suburbs. What could go wrong? Oh, just a creepy stalker obsessed with the house and everyone who dares to live in it. Think personalized letters, veiled threats, and enough paranoia to fuel a conspiracy theorist convention. Imagine finding a letter in your mailbox that reads, "The house is my body, and your family is the tumor I must excise." Charming, right? That's The Watcher in a nutshell. Equal parts real estate porn and psychological thriller. It's like House Hunters collided with The Silence of the Lambs. And you know me, I love a good dose of real estate mixed with a side of existential dread. The show revolves around letters. Creepy unsigned letters from this mysterious Watcher. They detail the family's every move. They talk about the house like it's a living, breathing entity. Think Love Actually meets The Exorcist. The family naturally freaks out. They hire private investigators, install security cameras, and basically turn their dream home into Fort Knox. But here's where things get interesting. And by interesting, I mean hilariously absurd. The neighbors are a cast of characters straight out of a sitcom. You've got the eccentric old lady who never leaves her house, the nosy couple who spies on everyone, and the creepy guy who collects, well, let's just say he has a unique hobby. The show bounces between genuine suspense and laugh-out-loud moments faster than a squirrel on caffeine. Naomi Watts and Bobby Cannavale star as the unfortunate Brannick couple. They're fantastic, obviously. They bring a level of realism and raw emotion to their characters that makes you genuinely feel for their plight. It's like watching Meryl Streep and Robert De Niro tackle a Lifetime movie. You know they're too good for this, but you can't look away. The supporting cast, however, is a mixed bag. Some performances are delightfully over the top, embracing the show's campy undertones. Others, well, let's just say they wouldn't win any acting awards. It's like they accidentally wandered in from a high school play rehearsal. But hey, every ensemble needs its weak links, right? It adds to the charm, or the confusion, maybe both. Section 4, Plot Twists, more like plot tickles. The show tries its best to keep you guessing. Who is the Watcher? Is it the creepy neighbor, the history buff obsessed with the house's past? Or maybe it's the family's teenage son, bored out of his mind in suburbia and looking for a thrill? The problem is, the twists are about as surprising as finding a Starbucks on every corner. You see them coming a mile away. It's less Sixth Sense and more Scooby-Doo. But hey, at least it keeps things moving. And sometimes predictable can be comforting, like a warm blanket of mediocrity. Section 5. When reality is stranger and cheesier than fiction. The show is actually based on a true story. Yes, you heard that right. A real-life family was terrorized by a creepy letter writer in their dream home. The real story is just as unsettling, but the show dials up the drama and the cheese factor to 11. There are moments where you can't help but laugh out loud at the sheer absurdity of it all. But that's part of the show's appeal. It's a wild ride that never takes itself too seriously. It's like a true crime documentary directed by Tim Burton, dark, twisted, and with a touch of whimsical absurdity. Section 6. Final verdict, to binge or not to binge. So, is The Watcher worth your time? If you're looking for a thought-provoking, edge-of-your-seat thriller, this ain't it. But if you want a show that's entertaining, campy, and perfect for a night of mindless binge-watching, then step right up. It's perfect for fans of suburban thrillers, true crime with a twist, and anyone who's ever received a passive-aggressive note from their HOA. Just don't expect too much logic or originality. Think of it as a delicious slice of junk food TV, satisfying in the moment, but probably not something you'll crave again anytime soon. Final verdict. A solid watch it if you're bored, but definitely not a must-see.